What's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages? We are back with some Wonder Cult of Barnacle bait. So in our last video, we completed encounter number 2 of our campaign. Right? Doing the campaign, Wonder Cult of Barnacle bait. So we are now in encounter 3 of the scenario that we're in. And we're doing 1.0B. So let's go to the top so you guys can see this. This one is a little different. Okay. So we're here, rolling this encounter right here, right? So what's different about this? Let's take a quick look at the board. Biggest difference here is that the setup asked for 3 specific summoning portals. Now these are very different than normal spawn points. You'll notice I have a spawn deck here. I don't have anything spawned. We actually won't be using that this turn. Really, I guess probably what I should do is just move these over here because this is all we're going to be using. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to take our hero initiative cards and the initiative card for this is left over from last game. Just randomly slot that in there somewhere. Yeah, won't go right there. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So what's going to happen is whenever the grunts activate, okay, what's going to happen is the grunts are going to activate, and the portals are going to just automatically spawn a grunt at each portal. So it's kind of like build up in waves. Our objective is that we have to get, there's a token here, and here. We have to get that token, and we have to get it from its location back to where we started, okay? And we have to, of course, obviously we've got to pick it up, okay? So that's what's going to happen. So what we're going to do, I've already set everything up. You can see there's kind of some doors, some we're going to have to pick them up and move them back over here. So that's what we're going to do. I set that up already. I've got our 4 cards here. Let's grab our initiative card and find not the brute, the grunt. Where you at? There you are, grunt. Now, the plus side of this is that, 4 out of 5 of these initiative cards are ours, right? But we are going to have some spawn, and if we did like a double spawn, in addition to the normal cycle of spawning, we could get a lot of these guys out here really quick. And not only can we get them out here quick, but they could stack up and make it very difficult. Because remember, if they attack as a group, right? So if there's several of them together, that's a lot of damage, 3 or 4, potentially 3 or 4 damage coming in. So we really have to be careful about how we do this. As far as picking up goes, we have to be in the space and then use an action to pick a token up. So that is going to hinder us a little bit. Fortunately, we have 3 actions, but by the time you move, attack, and pick up, you just got to be careful. So let's get these out here. So, all right. They go in the first position with defense. That's horrible. Tank in the next position. Gundorn in the next position. Eileen in the 4th position. And Bebo in the 5th position. So, yeah. They're going to go. All right. Whew, this is going to be tough. All right. So, what happens? They go. First thing, 2 things happen. So, the other thing is, whenever they spawn from these points, they're automatically considered engaged. Okay? So, I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that means that all the existing units are considered engaged as well. So that's what we're going to go with. So they're going to move one closer. They can't attack, and then one is going to spawn in every location. Right. Boom. So automatically, we've got a lot of units out here, right? So that takes care of them. They do have defense. Tank, you got a decision to make. We've got 3 actions. We could put them in the defensive slot, or we could go in the offensive and try to just burn some of these down as quickly as possible. I think because of his vicious counter, maybe we're going to have him step up. So he's going to spend the entirety of his turn. Okay, going. If I can get his card out here. He's going to flip. And then we have Gunbjorn. Now, Gunbjorn is in the movement slot. Right? So, where should I have him go? North, south, or west? I'm not sure. Let's just go. Let's go here. That's one action. Where's his card at? So one action. I'm putting the token right there so we can see it. Second action is going to be attack. He is going to attack with his hammer. Might as well. Attacking the grunt in front of him. We have 4 hits and a crit. So 4 hits. They do have 1 defense and 3 health. So 4 hits minus 1 is 3. 3 damage goes through. That's enough to kill it. That comes off the board. He goes to... Oh, crap. He goes to 9. Chihuahua. Alright, so he goes to 9. Now here's the problem. Well, a couple things happen. Number 1, there's a spawn because he went to there, to the next spawn tier, and it's twice. So we look for the closest spawn point. It's going to either be this one or that one. So I guess we'll say this one and another one right here. He does get to pick a weapon though. He's got Mystic Weapon. May attack with melee weapons from range. Roll ranged result. Or Chant of Speed. All close heroes gain 1 free move action, including Gunbjorn. So, either we can make his hammer basically like Thor's hammer with distance and range, or we could, if we stacked everybody on. Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's probably I'll just go with the Golem Grip. Oh, that's not the right person. I'm just going to go with the Mystic Weapon. The other one is nice, but, I mean, we're really going to have to spread out in this. We can't be together, so it's not going to help us in, a whole lot. So, there we go. That was his second attack, and his third attack. Actually, his third is he's just going to stay there. And actually, yeah, he's going to stay there, I think. All right, Eileen. Next is in the defensive position. I think she's going to start going and working this way. And there is not a way to turn these off, by the way. Like, I cannot turn off these spawns. So it's just going to happen. So first of 3 actions, her actions over here. First of 3 actions is going to be that move. Second action is going to be to attack with 4. Or actually, she's going to do this to get all the way in here. That's one action. Second action is going to be to attack where she's at, that brute that's right here, looking for, that's 4 hits and a crit. I could keep rolling, but again, there's no reason to at this point. So, destroy. Go back to the pool. She gets a point. That's 6. All right. Third action, this does have 3 at this point, is going to be to attack again. One of these, and neither one of them have damage on them, so it doesn't matter. So here we go. We're going to attack again, looking for melee. Wow, 4 hits, and again, that is going to take 1 out, and that's going to give another XP for a total of 7. Awesome. Bebo next. 3 actions. She's going to go 1, 2. Second action. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. She's going to move there with her 1 action. So there's your 1 action. She's going to attack this location with her second action using the leech spell. It's 4 dice ranged. When you defeat an enemy with a crit, heal 1 wound. She's not wounded, but so that's 3. No re-rolls. She does have an extra defense also, by the way, because remember, she's got that scale helmet. So that's going to be 3 hits, no crits, -1 for the defense, 2 damage on this unit. I think we're going to go ahead and go here. We're going to go ahead and she's going to fire again there. That way, next time around, we can get tank into position up here. And this won't have too many units out. Alright, so second spell right here. Same thing, looking for 4. Okay, so there's 3 hits and a crit. There are no rerolls, so we'll just leave that right there. It's not a good, you can't really see that well, can you? So that, can you see that? Not as good, but you can still see it. Alright, so here's the crit. Nothing. Alright, so that's 3 hits. -1, that's 2 hits. 2 go through. Only needed 1 to kill it. It does die. She gets XP. She goes to 6. And that is all of her actions. Alright, so then we have Tank. Going back to the top of the list. He's going to go 1, 2. It's his first action. Second action is 1, 2. Third action, he's going to attack there in the square with him. He's got 3 with his hammer. We got 3 hits. Nice. That's 2 hits go through. So we'll put a 2 right there. Then we have the grunts go. So they activate. So we're going to have 2 damage coming towards him. Right, coming towards Tank. Tank has a 5 defense, 3 for his natural defense. Or sorry, 2 for his natural defense. 1 for defense. 1 for his shield. And 1 more for his position on the track. The grunts, unfortunately, are in the attack position. So he actually has 4 damage. Oh, I didn't consider that. 4 damage coming at him. Yeah, I need to... oh, wow. Yeah, I need to move them up. Alright. So... oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Do you see that? And there's no rerolls. Wow. No crits, no nothing. Wow. Okay, so he takes 4 hits. And he's going to go from... Well, okay, so they all would have gained 1 health from the previous time. I forgot to say that. So everybody would have been at full. He's going to take 4 hits. He's going to go down to 1. Holy smokes. These 2 would move forward and attack Gunbjorn for a total of 2 each. So that's going to be, again, 4. Gunbjorn's defenses is a 2. He does get a reroll, but it's just a 2. So, alright, so we'll reroll one of these, hoping for a crit or defense. No. Okay. So he takes 4. He's down to 1. Then we spawn. 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 Okay, so now hopefully you can see how quickly this can get out of control. Gunbjorn goes, and actually, Gunbjorn is going to... Oh man, well, shoot. Gunbjorn's going to step up. Let's see. Yeah, Gunbjorn's going to step up. So let's go to the top shot here. We've got to get them out of this slot, right? So he's going to... I should have done this the other direction. He's going to step up. These are going to move down. He's going to move to the top. I hate that. But it at least gets the grunts out of there. Eileen goes next. She's going to, with the first action, attack the existing grunt. 4 dice. That is 3 hits and a crit. So we'll take this miss because we do not have any rerolls except on defense. I think that 4 hits. Again, the 4 minus 1 is going to take this out. And she gets to 8 points. 8 points. I'm going to find 8 points. There we go. That's 1 action. Second action. Move. Third action. Pick this up. So this is going to go onto her sheet. Alright. She has the token. Excellent. Bebo. Going next. Alright. We're going to do some house cleaning over here, I think. She's going to attack over there with the 4 dice. Yeah, 4 dice attack. Against those. Let's Let's go back down to the table. She's going to be attacking this group right here. So 4 dice, 3 hits on the first action. Keep forgetting to do that. So that means 3 minus 1 is 2. So it'd be hilarious if those would sit in there, but they're not. I'll tell you that first one took 2. Firing again at the next one, no crits, so no AoE wounds, unfortunately. Second action, right there. Okay, 4 hits, 2 crits. Holy cow. Making up for it this time around. Actually, that's going to be really good. 4 hits, 2 crits. The 2 crits get to be rolled. She's got 1 hit. So it's going to be a total of 5 against this 1 unit. Definitely kills it. And because I did call that first. And then 2 wounds on the second unit. So we'll just slide that right there. That's 2 actions. It's going to give her an XP. She's going to go from 6 to 7. And her final action, well, let's just keep that pain train moving. She'll be able to take out that final. Oh, maybe what does she? Maybe she should go for the other one, and that way Gunbjorn doesn't have to spend. Maybe you should do the other one. That way Gunbjorn does not have to spend his time basically losing. Yeah, that's probably actually smarter. So she's actually this time around going to fire at this back one. Probably should have done that first, but I did get some damage on this other one, so that's okay. So she's actually going to fire her 3rd time at this back one. And there's 3 hits with 2 crits. Roll the 2 crits. 2 more hits. Wow. All right, so that's 5 hits. More than enough to take this one out. There you go. And that is another XP for her, which will put her to 8. If she can go up 1 more time, she can go Dark Focus. Since we're not really using Haley, we can go Dark Focus, and that's going to give her an additional attack die, which is going to be great. All right, so that takes care of her. I just realized that she was in the attack slot. Should have been rolling higher. We'll roll did 2 attacks here, so we'll roll a die for each attack here. And we had a miss and a miss. Okay, so it didn't matter. So she's done. Gunbjorn next. First thing he's gonna do, gonna attack with that hammer. Right there where he's at. Or actually, he's gonna attack with a bow. Might as well. Hammer's these better chance to hit. Yeah, he's gonna attack with a hammer. That's 2 hits, which normally I would say, oh man, that sucks. But there's my token. But all he really needed was 1 because it already has 2 on it. He did 2 hits minus 1 for the armor. Goes to 1. Add 1 to that's 3. 3 is what the grunts have. It's out of here. Gunbjorn gets a 10th. The 10th experience point. He's going to spend his next action to go 1, 2, and he'll have to unfortunately spend his 3rd action just to get there. It actually takes an entire action to pick up a token, so he can't like move in with the last movement point and pick it up. It has to be a whole separate action. All right, Tank's gonna go. Tank is going to be attacking. That's about all he can do. So he's going to attack where he's at, the one in his square. Doing melee attack. Holy crap, that's 3 hits, 2 crits. So that's 4 total hits. Right? Oops, that was a hit. So 4 total hits. More than enough to take out Grunt. Give him an XP. That puts him to 6. Nice. That was his one. Dang it. Token. One of these days I'm going to actually remember that, y'all. For realsies. Yeah, so he's going to attack in front of him. Well, why not? Going for one of the grunts on the summoning location. It's going to be 2 hits. It's going to be 1 damage. We'll just put it on this first one here. And then he's going to do it again. Focusing on the same one. 2 hits again. Again. -1 for their defense. Total of 2 hits. Alright. Now, grunts go. So the only grunts currently that are active are these. They're going to attack him. He's got 3 defense. We're hoping for yeah. So he's got a total of 2 damage coming in. He did block 1, but he did not block the other. And unfortunately that knocks him out. So he drops down. Our morale tracker. Our morale tracker goes from 4 to 3. He gets knocked over. And so I always forget what happens. He gets knocked out. Where are you at? He is considered downed. We put it on its side. He wasn't carrying any objective markers. His initiative card goes to the bottom, which means everybody else's moves up. Okay. Besides trying to rally. Yeah. So the only way for him to get up is to be rallied. So the other thing that happens is we're spawning. Boom, boom, boom. Under normal circumstances, I'm looking here to see with the summoning. I'm not sure with the summoning if they get to attack on the round they're summoned or if they are just summoned. I think, see, I'm not 100% sure. Specific enemy portal tokens. Specific enemy portal tokens function differently. Instead of spawning enemies, these spawn one enemy of a specific type after that type of enemy's activation. They continue to spawn. Okay, so it's after the activation. So, it does spawn after that. Engaged, right? It did say that they are considered engaged in the rulebook. So engaged means any from specific portal spawn on the bear already. Okay, that doesn't help really a lot. Let's go over here. It says zone 31 engaged. Once you determine, that means that it's enemy's turn on the initiative tracker, all engaged enemies of that type move if they're not in range, and then they attack if they're in attack range. Okay. But it says after their activation. So to me, that would mean that doesn't happen immediately. So that's what I'm going with. All right, that's my interpretation. So that's them. Next we go to Eileen, who is in the movement slot, but she does get to attack this, I think, right? So let's go back down here. And we're really going to need to help Tank out there because that's looking kind of rough. I'll put this over here. All right. So that's first attack is 2 hits, -1 for the armor. 1 hit. First action. Second action of the 3 actions. We got 2 hits and a crit. So let's roll the crit. That's a hit. That's 3 total hits, -1 for the armor. Boom. That's hit. And killed. She gets another XP. Puts her to 9. Now that is for her a level. So she has 2 options. Weapons expert may attack with melee weapon in Eileen's territory, or engage cornered. +1 attack to enemies that have 2 close spaces occupied by heroes. So basically, if she can kind of be part of a spread out damage, right? I actually think I'm going to take off the weapon in the inventory just because later on, if I can get something good, maybe that will help her have some options in terms of what she can do. I think that's probably going to be the smart play. Bebo. First action is to move there. Then she's going to start blasting away in that corner because she desperately needs to do that. All right, so 4 dice with the first attack, targeting the one that is already hit there. Looking for range. There's 2 ranged. That was her second action, by the way, which does take it out. Gives her an XP, which puts her to 9. There we go. Final action, targeting one of the 2 that are left. Wow. Wow. Okay. That was horrible. Okay. That did not help near as much as I wanted to help. Tank. All right, Tank gets to attempt to rally. Remember, he has 3 actions. We're looking for a crit. First action, negative. Second action, negative. Third action, negative. Okay. Well, that's not cool. And the grunts, most importantly, are now back in the attack position. So it's going to go to Gunbjorn. And actually, he is going to fall back. Here's why I'm doing this. Let's go over here. Yes, he does have a defensive slot, but right now these grunts are in the offensive slot, and I really do not want them in that offensive slot. So I'm going to drop him down. I'm just going to shift everybody up. It is going to give them a defense. But once Tank comes up, and it's going to give them a defense, but I think I would rather them have the defense right now than Well, see, the problem is when these guys activate here in a second, potentially. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. That's going to be unfortunate, but I think it's the best play. So he's going to come out. These are going to slide up. Boom. Right. And then it would normally go to Eileen, but the grunts actually get to go because they're further up now. That does not skip them, as I understand it. So we've got one attack, 1 damage versus Gunbjorn. He has a 2 defense and a reroll. All right, so there's the defense right there. Whew. So he did block it. These others are going to move into here because they do not consider a downed hero, basically. And they're going to do 2 damage toward Bebo, who only has 2 defense. So this could 3 defense. That's right. She got the starter Scalehound. 3 defense. 3 defense. All right. So we have 1 crit. All right. So that's 1 blocked. Can we get a second blocked? So let's put that there. Can we get a second blocked? No. All right. So she takes 1. That could have been much worse. So she's going to go from 3 to 2. That could have been much, much, much worse. Eileen's going to go next. Eileen is going to move. Let's go back down to the table now. I think we could do that. First action, 1, 2. Second action, 1, 2. Third action, 1. Now, I'm doing that because I'm hoping that Tank will flip up. When Tank flips up, that's going to mean... well, it's not going to mean anything because I didn't take that ability. So, let's go... Instead of moving here, let's move in here with Bebo. The reason I'm doing that is because if any attacks come in, they should come in to him, because if Tank doesn't get up, because he's laying on the ground, he's further in initiative, so he can take more hits than Bebo at this point. We really need some defense gear. That's what we really need, but we're just not finding it. So we're having to play games with these slots. Okay, Bebo next. Well, Bebo is in the movement, which is not going to do us much good, but she is going to start pounding away on these guys. So first spell attack, hopefully we'll do better than the all melee symbols we rolled earlier, because that's just ridiculous. Yeah, I think that's the best play. So here we go. Put that right here. And we got 3 hits. All right, so that means 2 of those. No, only 1 of those goes through, because remember the grunts are in that defensive slot. We're really going to need to have 2 people go to the top to fix that. And it really needs to be Gunbjorn and then Tank in that order. Okay, well, there you go. So, second attack. Again, same deal. 2 minus 1. No. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, no damage with the second attack. And the third attack. Again, only 2 hits. Dang. Alright. Unfortunate. Oh, man. That really stinks. That really does. I was really, really, really hoping that he could get up there. She could take some of those guys out, but that's not going to happen. Now, the thing is too, I could move more heroes in here for tank, but I was kind of banking. It was a risk that if I could get more of these killed, I'll be doing better off, but no, not so much. Now, the good thing, so to speak, for this is if I was doing a normal encounter, I probably should do that because I'm going to be more cognizant of my damage because it's going to carry from encounter to encounter within a scenario. But as this is the final encounter, basically as long as I can just complete it, that's all that matters, right? So I really just need to complete it, so I'm not worried about hit points as long as I don't lose, drop too many times. But at the same time, with these summoning circles, it is pretty vicious because they are going to just keep spawning. Okay, so, yep, that was her 2 attacks. Wow, that was actually her 3 attacks, wasn't it? Yeah, that was her 3. Okay, so she is done. Tank, coming up. Gonna try to rally. First action is a no-go, looking for the crit. Second action is a no-go, looking for the crit. Third action is no-go, no crit. Oh my gosh. Alright, Gunbjorn. He's gonna go. Normally he would have 4 dice, right? He's over here, but with his hammer, but he is in the attack slot. He now has 5 dice. So let's see what he does. All right, so there's 3 hits and a crit. So let's set those out. Well, actually, no, let's not set those out. 3 hits and a crit. 1 crit, we'll roll that die for it, and it ends up being a miss, but we do get a re-roll. So we're going to re-roll one of these arrows. That is going to be a hit. 4 hits, minus 2 for the defense. That's 2 damage with his first action. There. It's good. Same thing again with his second action. And there's his 2. Second action is going to be the same thing again. Okay, we do have another crit. Oh, and another crit. This should be plenty, but oh my gosh, another crit and a hit. All right, so just for funsies, he's going to reroll. That was a no-go, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 2 is 5. More than enough to take this out, which will give him another XP, putting him up to 11. That's 2 of his 3 actions. So his third action is going to be to move. He's going to go, I'll get this out of the way. He's going to go 1, 2. Here we go. These guys go. There's only 2 on the board. Oh, wait. He didn't use an action to pick that up. He just attacked. Never mind. His action is going to be to pick that up. Grunts go. It's going to be 2 damage going towards Eileen. Eileen has a 2 defense. So let's see how Eileen fares. 1 crit, okay. Just 1. So 2 damage minus 1 is 1, which goes to 3. Most importantly, it did not kill her. But it does mean after that, we spawn everywhere. And remember, they are considered engaged. So even though technically this unit here can't see anybody, it's considered engaged. It is going to be moving every time. All right, so we can't just ignore these. It's not like the normal spawns in that sense. Okay, all right. Eileen's next. I think actually she's got her 3 actions, right? She's gonna move in here. And she is going to attack with 1 action, attack Grunt with her daggers. Try to get rid of one of them. Really, mostly trying to just get Tank up back into the fray. So here we go. Melee attacks. That's 3 minus 2. That is going to be 1 more damage on the Grunt. Final time, same Grunt, just to try to thin them out. Attacking again. Hoping for at least 2 hits. That is horrible. No hits on the 3rd. Boy, I tell you what. Bebo is going to have to start raining that down. Going to go in there and start spelling it again at the one that's already got 2 damage on it, trying to get rid of it. 2 crits, 2 misses. There are no rerolls. So, make sure there are no rerolls, and we'll say that. Yeah. And so here's the 2 crits, 2 hits. Wow, okay, so that's 4 hits, which more than enough to take this one out. That's going to go to 10 points for Bebo. Then, oh wait, you know what? I believe I messed up. She should have already been at 3. When she went to 9, she should have been at the 3rd tier, so she actually should have 1 more die. So let's just roll that. So it's just an extra hit. So more than enough, because I did take the +1 attack on spells. So it's more than enough to hit. But the 2 crits mean 2 AoE wounds, so every other unit takes 2 a wound for each crit, and that's 2 wounds. So we've wounded the other Grunt twice, which is awesome. That was just the first attack. Second attack, 5 dice, because 4 for the spell and an additional 1 for dark focus that she took. And we've got 2 hits and 3 misses. And so that didn't do any good. Same thing again. Let me put this down here again. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 hits with 1 crit. On the crit, that's another hit. So that's 4 hits with an AoE wound. That is more than enough to take this unit out. Good deal. Again, another point. Sorry I missed that dark focus. Tank goes. Tank. Now, when you rally, you roll 1 die per hero that is in your space, I believe. Let me double check. Make sure it's not just that's close, but I'm pretty sure it's face. Yeah. Yeah, in that space. So, first action, because Eileen's there, 2 dice looking for crits. No go. Second action, 2 dice looking for crits. There we go. We finally got a crit. Thank you, Jesus. So, when they come up, they're back at full health. So he's going to go back to 5 health. and he's going to have one more action. And I think he's going to just take out that other brute. Attempt to take out that brute. We'll see what happens. 3 with his hammer. That's 1 hit, not enough to do it. So a bit of a weak attack there. Gunbjorn. He's going to go. He's got 4 dice for his hammer. He is in the attack slot. We're going to make that 5. First attack. Oh my gosh. 3 and 2 crits. And 2 crit. Okay, so, wow. So we are going to use 1 reroll. So those are going to be misses no matter what. So there's 3 hits. Reroll 4 hits. So that's going to be 2 damage right here. His first of 3 actions. Second action, going to do the same thing with 5 dice. All right. Woo. All right, here we go. 5 dice. We've got 3 hits. Again, -2 for their defense of the grunts. That's going to be 1 hit goes through. That's all we needed at level 1, which is what we're facing them at to kill it. He goes to 12. Oh, that's 15. He goes to 12. 16 is where we're going to have a problem. So he's good, okay, so far. And then his final is going to be 1, just a move. So we have 2 of the 3, right? So we need to get this one over here. Eileen has the other one. He's got the other one. We got to get back here. And we got to get this piece and get it back is our goal. Okay. All right. Good deal. Back to the top. Grunts activate. There's only 1 grunt here. It's going to activate. And it's going to attack with 1. It's going to attack the unit with the most highest initiative if it has multiple close units. In this case, or closest, if they're tied for closest, which is going to be Eileen. Eileen is going to roll 2 defense and miss. Okay, so Eileen's going to take another damage. It's going to take her down to 2. Not great, but hopefully we can finagle this. Yeah, there's just really not a good way to do this. So then we have a spawning. Boom. 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 Oh, this was engaged, so he would have moved to here. My bad. All right. Right. Eileen next. Eileen is going to... Actually, you know what? Eileen... Yeah, Eileen's just going to attack. 5 dice. Versus one of the brutes. Grunts, not brutes. Looking for melee. Wow, there's 2 hits. No damage on the first attack. Second attack. We have 3 hits and a crit. Dang it. Let me put that right here. I just cannot find a good way to do this where you guys can see it easy. So 3 hits and a crit. Actually, you guys see it there? Oop. Yeah, let's do it like this. Do the Cat Weasel way of this. I love that guy. By the way, if you've not seen Cat Weasel, you definitely need to check him out. All right, so what we have thus far is 3 hits and a crit. So the crit we're going to roll, that's another hit. So that's 4 hits. Crit doesn't mean anything. That means 2 damage on one of these guys. And I'm going to do the same thing again with 5 dice. And let's rotate a couple of these out. 5 dice, 4 plus 1 because of the slot she is in. That's going to be 3 hits and a crit. 4 hits. Again, that's 2. That's enough to take this out. It's going to give her her 10th. All right. That was her last attack. Last action, I guess I should say. Oop. I really should find a way to make that happen, shouldn't I? That'd be pretty cool, right? So if I put it like this, would you be able to see it there? Yeah, you'd be able to see it from there. Okay, cool. So that's Eileen. Bebo next. Bebo going for the old 5 dice, 4 for the spell, 1 for the oh, this goes away actually. 4 for the spell, 1 for the dark focus, targeting this unit. Oh jeez, dropping them in the floor. So it's going to be a total of 5. Wow, okay, 1 hit. That is horrible. So, no go there. That's 1. Second attack is going to be the same thing. Man, that is... Oops. That is absolutely horrendous, dude. Holy smokes. That about couldn't have been any worse. Alright, so 5 dice. Alright, so there's 3 hits and a crit. 3 hits. So 2, that is going to be defended. So 1 is going to go through. So we have 1 there. And the final action is going to be... Oh man, come on. I really want to take it out. Really would like to take it out. Ideally. So I'd like for Tank to be able to get in there. Alright, 2 hits and a crit. So, oh man. 3 hits. Alright, so that's again. And the wounds don't stack because, let me just double check this. I'm sure that's the case because I don't know. I'm probably just checking this. If you're sexually attacked, all other enemy models. Yep, that's what I thought. So that will add a damage here. Okay. Yeah. I messed up early on. I should have spent the time to get my priorities right where I could get Tank in the defense slot and Gunbjorn in the attack slot. The problem is now if I do that, in order for that to happen, there's going to be 1 turn where they're all going to do 2 damage. Yeah. All right, Tank. Next, Tank is going to attack the unit in front of him that we were just hitting with Bebo. 3. That is 2 hits with a 2 defense. No go. Second action. Second action, doing the same thing. Oh my gosh, 2 hits. Third action. 2 hits and a crit. No reroll, so we can reroll that. 3 hits. Okay, so that takes that one out. Whew. So here's what sucks about that, though, right? Is we keep taking them out, but we're not, like, taking it out is great, but taking it out is not going to get me that item. Yeah, that's the issue. All right, Gunbjorn next. He's got 5 dice. Me try to take. Actually. Yeah. Might as well. Yeah, he's going to do that with 5 dice first. Jeez. That's 4 plus 1. For his position with a hammer. Wow, 4 hit. Oh no, there's a crit. Horrible. Alright, so let's get a reroll. So those are definitely all misses. So let's reroll that. Alright, so he does 1 damage here. Same thing. 3. Again, with his second action, he's attacking. Whoo, 4, 5. Okay, that's what we're talking about. 6. Wow, we're not going to reroll any of that. More than enough to take this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. That's 4 going to it. So good job, Gunbjorn. Wish you'd have done that 1 action earlier, but we'll take it when we can get it. And he's going to go 1, 2 with his third action. All right. Grunts go. So we have the 2 down here. They activate at the end of the activation. Stupid portal spawn. Ugh. Alright. Next we go to Eileen. Eileen is going to attack. Whoops. Eileen is going to attack with 4. Nope, make that 5 with her Ripper. She is in the attack slot. There's this unit here. Melee, wow, that's 4 hits. 4 minus 2 is 2. Good job, Eileen. And second action will be the same. Yeah. So, second action, same thing. So it's 4 hits plus 2 crits. Wow. That's another crit. Good Lord, plus another crit. Holy smokes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 2. Way more than she needs. Wow. Puts her at 9. Wait. Oh, did I remove the wrong person before? It doesn't matter. We hadn't used that ability. I said that's the ability I was taking, so I'm not going to go back and change that. Oh, man. Alright. Thought this dice tower was a good idea. It just takes so darn long. Almost needs to be just bigger so you get a bigger bed to grab them up from, doesn't it? Alright. Well, and that light's probably really not helping because I don't have it turned like this where you guys can really see it. At least you can't see all of it. Shoot. And it's just not a good way to do it, is there? Let's see, if I put it here, you're going to have the same problem because you're not going to be able to see the results from way back there. Yeah. Yep. That's what I thought. Alright, so we'll hold off on that. Alright, so that was Eileen. And, oh man, she's going to move with a 3rd. She only has 2 health, though. So should she move with a 3rd? I don't know. She's not going to be able to get the tokens. There's no reason. I can't do that because they're not in the same space. Let's see. I think trading has to happen in the same space. She maybe could use a trade action to switch to get that. Oh, yeah. No, it is 1 action for a close hero, so it could be beside you. Okay, so she's going to spend her 3rd action to trade with Gunbjorn. Okay, and Gunbjorn is going to give her these shurikens. Plus 1 attack, reroll ranged. Now I'm doing that because let's go look at her from distance right quick. Because of her ability that we took earlier, now she can use the Rippers, but she can also use anything else in her. It says weapons expert may attack with any melee weapon. Oh crap. Oh yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. That's right. I know I've had this thing with this. So part of trading is that you can swap readied weapons, right? And we can only attack with a melee weapon with that weapons expert. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to ready the shurikens, which is one-handed, and then the offhand we're going to put this parry stiletto. Okay, and what that's going to do is when Eileen attacks with the rippers, the parry stiletto is going to mean that she gets pierced with that, but that's going to add +1 defense reroll to her because that parry stiletto is now ready. And with Weapons Expert now, we can attack with the rippers instead of having to have them up there, and she has a ranged option now. So overall, I think a good call, right? So that's her. Bebo goes next. She is in the movement slot. So this is going to actually work out very nicely because here's what's going to happen, right? First action. Bebo's going to move. 1, 2, 3. Second action. Bebo is going to pick up the final piece, put it on her mat. Third action. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, 2. Okay. Awesome. Tank's gonna go now. Actually, she's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Tank's gonna go. He's gonna go 1, 2. Okay, and he's going to. That's one action. He's gonna attack with his second action. I'm gonna try to get rid of this unit. Basically, we're gonna run back to here. So that's 2 hits. That's no damage because of the defensive bonus. And again, that's 1 crit. So that's 1 hit. We'll roll the crit. 1 miss. Okay, so no damage with his third attack. All right. Unfortunate, but it happens. Gunbjorn is going to go next. Gunbjorn is in the 5th slot, which is the attack slot. So he's going to use his first action to move 1. Well, move to there. Then he's going to attack with 4 dice plus 1 for his slot, 5. Okay. And that's 4 hits plus a crit. 5 hits plus a crit. 6 hits, he gets a reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. More than enough to take this guy out. Gives him a point. Goes to 14. Alright. And that's his attack. His third action moves into the start space. Okay. Grunts activate. Moves. It's going to attack. It's going to attack whoever's in highest in initiative order. That is going to be Tank. Tank has 2, 3 defense. Alright. So 3 defense. He rolls 2. So he does block the damage. No crit, so no extra damage. This unit will move forward 1. This unit will move forward 1. And 1, 2, 3 for the spawn. Now, let me check something in the rule book. The Room of Summoning. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. So once we get everybody into this location, right, then what happens is these portals turn off, right? And then we just have to defeat all the rest of the enemies, right? So just getting there is not enough. We still have to survive. But the sooner we get there, the sooner those turn off, and they will not get to go. Eileen goes first action 2. Second action 2. Third action is going to be 4 plus 1 is 5 dice versus this unit here. All right. So here we go. I need to get another angle for this. Boom. Wow. Okay, so that's 4 hits, 2 crits. We'll take that out because there's no re-rolls, just defense. Okay. Boom. All right, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And melee attacks gain pierce. So that's 6 hits. That's going to reduce the grunt defense by 1. So it goes to 1. That means 5 go through. More than enough to take it out. Good job, Eileen. Then she goes to 10 XP. Very nice. Yeah, she goes to 10 XP. Bebo's next. Bebo is in the movement slot. So first, 1, 2, 3. Now, all 3 units that have the tokens, right? Those objective tokens are in the requisite location. So in the book, it says at the end of Grunt's activation, heroes must get all 3 objective tokens and bring them to the start token of encounter 3 to close the portals. So I'm assuming that means these portals get closed, right? So we're taking them off the board. Let me just double check that in the rule book and make sure that closed portal doesn't mean it flips to a normal, because that would just be, yeah. I'm going to assume that closed portal means it goes away permanently. So she's going to do that. Then, boom, second action, we're going to start pounding these guys over here with 5 dice. Looking for ranged or crits, preferably lots of crits. Okay, that's horrible. That's 1 crit. Yeah, that's 1 crit. So she did. Somehow she managed to miss this guy, right? Oh, wait, they're in separate spaces. Okay, yeah. So she just completely missed. Forgot they're not bunched up. That's where she shines, is that bunching them up stuff. All right. Second attack, third attack, second attack. Well, actually, yeah, we'll say it's third one because I think I'm going to mess up. All right, here we go. So there's 3 hits. 3 minus 2 is 1. Whoops, that's a 3. Can't do math, apparently. All right. Right there. All right. Cool. So that's, I believe, all her actions. Next up is Tank, who is again in the defensive slot, which is where we like him to be. First action moves here. Actually, we'll say here. Then his second action is going to be an attack. 3 dice attack. Let's just roll it over here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That is 3 hits. So 1 damage there on this unit. All right. And he's going to do it again. Same thing. Let's use this dice tray. Jeez. Okay, well, there's one hit. And 2 hits, but not enough. Yep, not enough to do damage. So that's his turn. Gunbjorn is next. He's going to go 1, 2, I think. It's his first action. Second action is going to be to attack with the hammer with 5. Wow, that's only 2 hits. Wow. He gets a reroll, so let's reroll one of these. This is 3 hits. So that is 2 damage on this one, because I do have 2 defense still. And same thing again with his third and final action. And 2 hits, so nothing through there. Alright, let's go back to the top. Some hot top action. Alright, so grunts go. So we're going to, it's going to move, it's going to move, going to move. These 2 are going to activate. They're going to attack. Should attack Tank, right? Because Tank is close for both of them. Gunbjorn is close for both of them. So you do it based on initiative. And yeah. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I may be wrong. Let's see, enemies within attack range, they will attack the closest hero. Yeah, okay, so it's the closest. So if it's initiative, if there's a tie, so yeah, actually this technically could hit both of Tank and Gunbjorn, but because Tank's further up on the initiative track, it'll target him. This grunt, again, is the same thing. It'll attack in close spaces. So between those 2, yeah. So we've got 2 damage coming at Tank. Tank has 4 dice. He's got 3 defense and a crit. Alright, so he's got 3 defense, so he doesn't take any damage, and he'll defend. When he does a crit, it says causes 1 wound to close attacking enemy per crit. So we'll say it's that one, because that will take that one out. And he will get his 8th XP. There we go. He needs 1 more. Yeah, he needs 1 more is what he needs. Right. There we go. That's everybody. Eileen is going to go next. And it's really pretty much math at this point. Although it would be kind of nice to... Yeah, actually I think Eileen's going to... Yeah, everybody's engaged. So she's actually going to use her whole turn to go to the top, which is going to move them down 1. So let's go over here. I really just want to get rid of this defensive buff because it's probably could have had this done by now. Wait a minute, if I do that. That's right, yeah, the token's right there. Yeah, and then Bebo will go and do the same thing, which is going to push them down. Right. tank goes. I think I'm doing that right. It's kind of confusing because it seems like there's a way. You may only fall back with their enemy while there are enemies engaged with the heroes. So let's see here. I just want to make sure that on the initiative tracker that, like, if you push them down one, if they went and you like push them down one, that they would not they wouldn't get a chance to go again, right? Let's see here. Place for show these cards. Spawning enemies, blah blah blah. You begin your setup, shuffle initiative cards. The turn order isn't static. Initiative could be in constant flux. One enemy has been elated. The enemy initiative card is removed. All initiative cards will move up. When an enemy type is spawned, this round is using the match rules. Okay. So I don't know. That maybe I'm thinking of seeing that online. But it seems like there was a way, like if you manipulated the track right, somebody could potentially go twice. It didn't really make sense. I really don't understand. That does not make sense to me. But hey, what do I know, right? Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, tank. So tank's gonna go. He's gonna attack with his first action. The grunt in front of him. 2 hits and a crit. Already roll that. And just 2 hits. That's 1 damage because it does, excuse me, have 1 defense. Second action, same thing. 3 attacks. 2 and a crit. And 1 more damage. Alright, and his third action is going to be same thing, and 2 hits, which is enough to kill it. So, goes away, boom, and he goes to 9, yep, 9, whoops, which means he gets his third skill. We're going to do hold the line. Not that it really is going to matter. When he's at the top of the initiative track, he gets +1 defense. Come Jordan next. First action, he's going to move. Second action, he's going to swing that big, beautiful axe. 5 dice against this 1 defense grunt. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. That's 3 more. That's 3 hits after his defense. Boom, goes away. He goes to 15. Very nice. And yeah. He's going to stop. Actually, he's just going to move back here. We're going to let Bebo get the final kills, hopefully. All right. That comes off. Bebo goes next in the defensive slot. 4 dice spell attack from here to this grunt here. Looking for crits and or ranges. 2 hits. That's our first attack, so that is 1 damage here. Second attack, same thing. 2 hits, 2 crits. There's the 2 crits, another crit, 3. So that's 3 hits. That's going to be 2 more, which is going to take this one out. Dang it. I was really hoping she's going to go from 9 to 10. I was really hoping she would take that one out permanently. Not so much. Look, Eileen goes next. Eileen is going to go 1, 2. Eileen is going to go with a second action. 1, 2. Eileen is going to attack with the third action. 5 dice, utilizing Eileen's Rippers because she's a weapons expert and may attack with a melee weapon in her inventory. And it has Pierce. Lots of melee. Come on, come on. That is not lots of melee. That's only 1 damage. 2 minus 1. Man, that sucks. Grunt goes. It's going to attack her. That's 2 defense dice. But she does get a defense die reroll. So we've got, here's the reroll. Come on. Nope, it's a miss. So she's going to take a damage. It's going to take her down to 1. Yikes. Tank in the defensive slot. First action, 1, 2. Second action, 1, 2. And third action, gonna try to kill him. Come on, Viva Las Vegas. And 3 hits with third action. That's 2 damage. Takes out that brute. Grunt. I keep saying brute. Dang it. The grunt. And guess what? What is this? Holy cannoli. That looks like a clear board. No enemies here. And that means we have completed that scenario. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So let's see. Let's get over here. All right. So the Room of Summoning. Once the scenario is complete, let's read this and find out what happens. After defeating the Elder Bane's minions, the Wanderers divide the shells amongst the group to return to the townsfolk. The Wanderers took a few minutes to collect themselves and organize their supplies. To the west, there was a tunnel that was clearly excavated during the years the Barnacle Bay was used as a safe haven for smugglers and pirates. It would presumably lead them to the Urchin's Inn, an ideal location to grab food, drink, and possibly resupply. To the north, a path leads back to the surface that was overgrown with flowers and grass. This would lead them to Clearwater Park. Open fields might prove to be a hindrance as the Wanderers would be completely exposed, but so would their enemies. To the east, there was a path baited in dull light with the sounds of metal on metal clinging together. It must be the tidal town square where the goods hanging from storefronts now rustled in the wind. Unused and unnecessary to what the townsfolk had become. So, we're going to have to decide which direction we want to head. Yep. I don't know. I'm not going to decide that now. That does complete the scenario. Okay. So, again, let's go back to, I believe it's is it in this one? No, it's not. It's in the rulebook. So when we complete a scenario, we completed the last encounter, but this encounter completes the scenario. So, since we're not doing one-shots, we're doing campaign rules. So, do a new encounter. After winning a scenario and moving to the next scenario, heroes will discard all one-shot items and tokens, reset their XP to 0. Resetting XP allows viewers to try different. But during one scenario, so we get to keep all of our we get to keep all of our items. But when we choose one of those 3 options, we're going to lose all of our experience and our skills. and we're basically going to be able to choose those again from scratch. And they do this, we keep our wet items, right? So we are hopefully going to find some more items along the way. We need some more items. The idea is we can redo our skills, so maybe we want to go more defensive, maybe we want to go more offensive. Like, we can change it, right? So, like, you know, Eileen's water thing, flat, I think it was. Is that it? Yeah. So, like, if we decide, hey, this next scenario's got a lot of water, maybe instead of choosing counter slash, we can choose flat. Better suit us. You never know. So, anywho, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this encounter, the completion of this scenario. In the next video set, we will continue this campaign. Choose one of those three options. I'll choose it and get it set up, and you'll see what we choose in the next scenario. And when we start the new scenario. And yeah, so actually, you know, if you have a suggestion, definitely leave it in the comments. Let me know what you want to do. Again, our options are, we can head towards the end. We can head towards the end. We can go to the park, or we can go to the town square. You guys let me know which one is most appealing to you. We'll do it. And that is, again, yep, that's all I got. Our heroes did okay, I think. Didn't lose too much morale, which I was really worried about. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, hanging out at the table with me. You guys are awesome. If you see anything I did wrong, rules-wise, please let me know in the comments. I'm hopefully going to stick with this one and kind of like, you know, do them closer together so I won't forget any rules or forget things that you guys tell me. So if I did miss anything that you told me before, I do apologize. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm the Board Game Roamer, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.